Hello, everyone. Welcome inside the Red Earth Production Studios for this edition of YBMcast Player Spotlight. And today on the show, we have a special guest. To my right, a young man I've watched for the last couple of years, pitched very well for the Fort Zumwalt South Bulldogs, Carter Cox.
Yes, sir.
And recent Northern Illinois University commit.
Yep.
Congrats.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I'm glad for you. I think you've every time I watched, I think you pitched very well.
Yeah, I said that one East game.
That's
sophomore
right.
year. Yeah.
That's right. They got after you a little bit there.
They got after me.
I think I honestly, when we were watching that game, I think the biggest thing was a little too many walks.
Absolutely.
That's what got you, and then a couple big hits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That tends to happen.
That happens.
Yeah, it's all right.
You know,
learn from it.
Free bases, right?
Free bases. No free bases. No free bases. Definitely not.
That's usually what comes back. And no matter, I don't care what level you're at, pro all the way down, you give up free bases. They usually come back.
Take advantage, for sure, especially when you're playing good teams.
Yeah.
Can't walk people.
So let's get into this. I appreciate you taking time to come in.
No problem.
Senior year, you guys are got a lot of dudes returning.
Absolutely.
But I want to start here because this is always the fun thing for me, getting to know people and whatnot.
Yeah.
Your youth baseball experience, especially here in the Lou, right?
Absolutely.
When did you start?
Started T-ball.
Mm-hmm.
Was at kindergarten or first grade, whatever. I started, playing in the travel, like the GMB Game 7. Growing up, I played for Midland and then played for the Mariners a little bit. Loved it. I had so much fun, growing up, playing with those guys. A lot of friendships there.
Yeah.
Just a great time all around.
Did you always play with a club team?
Yeah. Growing up, played for the Scorpions.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun. They're a good club.
Yeah. Is that the Midwest Scorpions? It
was St. Louis.
Okay.
It wasn't really like a bigger club, but we had a
Sure.
few teams. I think like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to think we were pretty competitive back in the day.
Back in the day, I like that.
Yeah. It was a while ago, man.
Oh, mercy. I always think that's the thing that you look back at. Here you are as a senior. I mean, what are some of the lessons, do you remember from those early days? I mean, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, I think for me, like looking back on it, was more like learning how to be a competitor, like building a love for the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like just learning about the game, what it takes to be like successful. I think that was pretty important for me. I had a lot of people who, helped me, like told me pretty much like laid it out, like taught me the game, taught me a lot.
Is there coaches that you remember, from that time that still stand out to you?
Yeah, I mean all those coaches and like the Midland organization,
mm-hmm.
are all great. Can't thank them enough for helping me come up as a baseball player. Really, yeah.
Very good. Did your dad ever coach you?
Not in baseball.
In baseball?
Dad was a big football guy.
Football guy.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about that. I want to get into that. I want to do that a little bit because we were talking about it before we started here, and you just finished off your senior year as a football player. There's a little bit, and you seemed, it's kind of like one of those, man, I'm going to kind of miss that, right?
Bittersweet. Yeah, for sure.
It's, as you're going through your senior season, you're not going to play any more football, are you?
Nope.
Done.
That's it. That's it.
High school baseball and high school sports, it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Absolutely. A lot of fun.
Let's talk about that then, because you're playing for Midland, you're doing that. I want to talk to you. What are the differences, that you see your perspective, the differences between summer ball and high school ball?
Yeah, well, my sophomore year, I kind of made the switch. I played for the Athletics after sophomore year. So my junior summer, no, not junior summer. This past summer, I played for the Athletics. And, I mean, that was a big switch for me. That kind of helped my recruiting process a lot. But really, for me, summer ball was, like, super, super competitive. Not saying high school isn't, but
I understand.
like you go out to Atlanta, Florida, whatever. You're playing a lot of different guys, a lot of different talent, a lot of seeing a lot of big time arms, like a bunch of Power 5 guys. And Missouri area, like, it's a very, very, very good baseball, I'd like to think.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
But, it's just different. Like,
when
playing
you're traveling,
3 games a day, right?
When you're traveling to those places, that's, like you said, it's Power 5. There is a difference.
Right.
If you're facing, I think the GAC is one of the best conferences in the state. Mm-hmm. But still, you're still going to, in a lineup, depending upon who you're playing, you might have 3 or 4 guys at the end of that I can get these guys out. Mm-hmm. There may be 2, 3, 4 guys at the top of that you really got to be careful with, right?
Yeah.
There's a big difference in that,
for
right?
sure, yeah. And in high school, playing these same people like 2, 3, 4, even maybe 4 years in a row, mm-hmm. You kind of learn what lineups are more dangerous than others, how to get different guys out, how to beat certain teams. But you don't really get that in summer. You're playing a different team every weekend, every day.
Right.
Usually I'm playing a team once, maybe twice, So you don't really get to see those guys multiple times. And even in high school, you play them in the conference, you play a team twice a week. So, like, if I'm on the bench on a Tuesday and I'm going to throw on Wednesday, I'm going to be watching their lineup, watching their hitters. I mean, you don't really get to do that in summer. Get to see how that, like, holes in their swing, different things like that. You don't really get that advantage.
If you in the summertime, you're out there playing like that, you throw that one up and in, and he's like hammers it. You're like, well, I guess I shouldn't have threw that one.
If I would have known not to throw that, right? For sure.
When you're talking about recruiting,
mm-hmm.
talk to us a little bit about your experience that way. What were the things that you were looking for school-wise, mm-hmm. playing?
For me, the dream was just, play college baseball, preferably at a high level, right? I didn't really, narrow it down. I always wanted to go to a place where I could, play, mm-hmm. Hopefully start, and then a place where I feel like I fit in. And for me, I was never, really, super highly recruited. I had the interests, a couple offers.
Sure.
But my recruiting process in general, it really didn't start until this past summer. That's when I started getting offers and stuff like that. Because the prior winter, I really started working hard, and I got in touch with the right people. Nick Herron with the A's, mm-hmm. He helped me a tremendous amount. It's kind of just who you know, really. Just those connections that he has is a big help for me, and going to Ace and EBA out in Chesterfield.
Yeah.
Knowing those guys, they helped me a lot as well.
Who'd you work with at Ace?
At Ace, Adam Jansen. Yeah, he's great. Yeah. Absolutely. Just not even baseball side, just mental. Helped me a lot. Mental side of the game. Just going out there and knowing nobody's better than you.
Did you
just that kind of attitude?
Did you feel like it helped you mature a little bit?
Absolutely, for sure. Just even learning from the other athletes in there.
Yeah.
All the great talent that goes into Ace and that Jansen, helps with is eye-opening, really. He's
got some dudes in there.
Absolutely, He does. I mean, every time you go in there, there's somebody, 95 or whatever, something crazy like that. So it's really good to learn from those type of guys. Just see their work ethic and what they do, their different programs, how they keep their arms healthy. There's a lot that goes into it that I didn't really know until I kind of started going in and learning about that, how to kind of build my own program, what works for me, what doesn't. But even with recruiting, that, they've always been somebody I've leaned on, Adam and EBA. So
very good. I love to hear that. And everybody's got a different path. Not everything is the same for everybody.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
For sure. Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I think that's important to understand is finding that place, finding that way, and having success.
Yeah. I mean, I was just at ACE before this. I went in a little bit earlier today so I could make it out here. And I was talking to Adam, and he was telling me about how everybody's recruiting process is way different. I mean, nobody's is the same. We started talking about Ben Joyce and how he was like 80s his senior year, and then ended up going JUCO, and then
boom,
there it was, right? It's not really a defined path you're on.
No, and everybody develops at different paces.
Absolutely.
If you have the drive, isn't it about having the drive to succeed?
The work ethic is super important. Just wanting to be better, competing with the guy next to you. That's a big thing too. Going into EBA, you're lifting, you're competing with other guys, putting up weight. There's a lot of strong guys in there.
I love that atmosphere.
Absolutely.
Right?
I think that helps. Just as an athlete and as a baseball player in general, going in there competing, getting to know those guys.
Well, and I think it's interesting. You're going to face, guys, the Central, the GA. Just looking at this, the GAC Central. You got Liberty. You got some guys that can pitch.
Absolutely.
And then Jake Greer's on that team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing Ty Holman, right?
Yeah, Ty Holman. Yeah, and Braden Snurbush. Yeah.
Snurbush. I mean, Liberty's going to be a tough team to beat.
Absolutely.
East, offensively, is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where their pitching is
They
yet.
might struggle a little bit there.
Yeah?
Yeah. Ty and Braden, and then Brendan Pyle.
Mm-hmm.
They all go into EBA and lift. So I mean, we talk about that quite a bit. Those matchups, we talk about it. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Washington, they're going to have some dudes. I mean, so when you're in the GAC, you've got to go out and pitch well, don't you?
Absolutely. I mean, every week is great talent.
Right?
I mean, opposing pitchers, great lineups, all around.
Holt.
I
forgot about Holt.
Too.
Yeah, Holt, and you got Hosack over there, along with Edgar. And Edgar,
Yeah.
for what he is, I mean, that guy's a bulldog.
For sure. He
Right?
always has been, man. For sure.
Right?
Even growing up, always been I mean, I love playing him. He's fun.
He's gritty.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's fun. Yeah, he's fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And so how does that, do you think that's prepared you, and you got one more season, how do you take that experience into college?
You mean just playing those different type of guys?
Playing at that level.
Absolutely. I think being able to compete at a level like that is going to be important. Competing against really great talent, I feel like that'll kind of prepare you for the next level.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to thank most of those guys. Are pretty good friends of mine, but it's a little bit different when you're playing. When you're playing a game, you want to get them out for sure, but there's always that competitive edge when you're playing great talent like that. I
think it's fun when you get to compete against guys people that you like too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's always fun. I got you, baby.
Right. Maybe give them a little wink after you strike them out or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The club baseball, you're going to have one more season before you go into college.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for? What is that going to look like for you as you after you finish high school? You go into that summer. What's your plan for that?
So this summer coming up, I think I'm gonna do the Car Shield League with the A's.
Yeah.
And that's just up in O'Fallon.
Yeah.
So that's close for me. I'm not gonna do much traveling this summer, I don't think. Just getting really my arm ready and prepared to go up in the fall. So.
Very good. Yeah. Talk to us about Northern Illinois. What's your expectation? What are you going to study?
Not really sure yet. I might do education. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, very good.
Want to be a coach, probably.
All right.
Yeah, so maybe a teacher of some sort. But I'm really excited to go to NIU.
Yeah.
They're gonna be. I think they're gonna be really good. Completely new coaching staff. Got on board with Ryan Copeland. He's the new head coach there. When I went on my visit, I think it was like I don't even know if he had a house like near campus yet. So like it was like his first few days there. Wow. I was blessed enough to pitch well in front of him on a random Saturday in Indiana, right? Like he ended up like stumbling upon me. So, and then I think I went on a visit that next week or next 2 weeks or something. I loved it. Loved the campus, coaches, everything. And he's got a lot of good talent in my class too, from the area and in the like Illinois area up there. So
it's interesting that you say it that way. We were talking to Coach Logan Hughes from Nixa, and he was talking about his shortstop Caden Cloud.
Yeah,
going to Kentucky.
Yeah, I got to play with him over the summer up at Mizzou.
Did you?
Yeah,
he's talented.
Oh yeah.
And that, but it was interesting. That's what Coach Hughes said about him. He said he had a good summer, and he said, and the people he was in front of, he played well. Yeah. When he was in front of them.
Well, when you have to play well, you play well, and that'll do it for you.
That helps, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
When you're not walking guys and chucking the ball to the backstop,
right?
That's always a bonus.
Yeah, I mean you always have those outings, but
sure.
I think that for me was a big thing I tried to work on, especially over the winter, over the summer, was not as much velo, just throwing strikes. Really.
Command.
Yeah, because that's what everybody says. Like you got to.
I want to ask you this, because you do have good velocity.
Yeah.
But. And I've always been this way because, I think you still got room to grow.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Get stronger. I love that thought process, the development of command, throw your pitches, throwing strikes, and continue to allow your body to grow.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is that the point?
For sure. I think for me, I used to be like, very focused. You want to hit 90, 91, right. 92. But really, like I said, like we were talking about, like growing mentally, like by being an ace has kind of helped me open my eyes to like, you don't always have to be like throwing as hard as you can. Like at the next level, if you don't throw strikes, like you're not going to pitch, right?
That's true.
Like you can get outs. You can't get outs throwing 95, but you don't know where it's going, right? So it's just like opening my eyes to different things rather than just like chucking the ball as hard as I can. Like
right.
How to spin it, how to locate, what pitches throw, what counts, stuff like that. And
it's interesting you say that because honestly, in that first time we saw you against East, your sophomores, we were talking about that. I think that's what you were trying to do.
Absolutely, yeah. Like my freshman, sophomore year, I was just going out there and like trying to be like, I can throw hard. Like here it is, you got to hit it. But I've kind of since then, just by pitching and playing more and more and being in touch with the right people, I kind of learned to break it down, command, locate, stuff like that. So
movement.
I'll
tell you, good velocity, movement, being able to throw and execute a pitch is huge. Absolutely. To how you construct outs.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's something that's personally, and we've talked, and not that velocity is great, yeah, but not at the expense, I think, of knowing how to construct outs, get guys out. How do you get soft contact? How do you put yourself in a position? How do you get ahead of somebody? And as you get into college, I think it gets, as you said, these are people that have jobs that they can get fired.
Right.
Right.
You gotta win. Right. That's their job, is to win. And if you're not helping them win, then you're not gonna be there very long.
Exactly. No pressure.
No
pressure.
Never.
We kind of touched on some of these things, but people that have helped you and guided you,
Absolutely.
And you've brought those up. But how important has your family been?
Oh, really important. My mom and dad helped me a lot. They're somebody I lean on when I don't know what to do.
Right.
That's big for me in my recruiting process. My family's been huge. My mom, my dad, all my siblings.
Got a lot of siblings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the oldest of 5 and a foster sister. So
very good.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I have 4 sisters and a brother.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. Yeah. But my family's been huge for me. My mom, my dad, grandpa. Want to make them proud for sure.
Absolutely, man. I love that stuff. I'm looking forward to the season. I know we're working on the schedule for the GAC, and I know we're going to see you. For one, I know because we're going to be out at the GAC Classic this year at Car Shield.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's a Car Shield this year.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Oh well, you get everybody's playing out at Car Shield one day, so it'll be fun.
Okay.
And you guys, I've seen the schedule already. You may not have seen it already, huh?
I know. I don't think I have, actually.
There you go. And
is it out? Is it?
Some schools have put theirs out. I've seen some that are out and some that maybe haven't put it quite up yet.
Okay.
But I got the inside skinny, man.
Okay, for sure. Yeah. You should come watch us in Liberty.
Oh.
I think that'll be a good one of those days.
That's it's tough because we only have like 5 weeks total.
Right. Yeah.
And so to get these matchups, there's so much conflict, and it's tough because I see so many different matchups
that are just great. That's what it is about the conference. I mean, there's different matchups every week that are just who anybody could win, really.
You could put and here's the thing, and I know we don't talk. A lot of people don't. The South definitely gets a lot of the big pub because Howes, West, Timberland, all that stuff. Okay, that's fantastic. The Central is really good with Liberty, Holt, you guys, East, Washington. Washington was really good last year.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
And I think they're going to be very good again this year.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just have to see. But the North, with North Point now growing, Warrenton is still always competitive. Mm-hmm. Winfield, they're starting to play really good baseball.
Yeah, we played them in a doubleheader, and they really surprised me. You don't hear much about Winfield, but they got good talent for sure.
Yeah, Coach Stokes doing well up there, and then you have St. Charles West, Coach Allen over there. Mm-hmm. And then you got Braden. Oh man, sorry, young man, I forgot your name. It's the gray hair, bro. That's what it is. That's what I blame it. It's sucking my will to live. Going to Mizzou. The young man that plays over there at St. Charles West. I mean, he's talented. He started as a freshman. I know. Shouldn't have brought it up, Drew. There you go. That's all right. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
I'm very pleased for you. I've always enjoyed watching you play.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking forward to the season. I like your team. I love watching Connor and you guys on the mound. And batters, if you get to second base, don't wander.
Absolutely. They'll backpick you. They'll backpick you for sure.
That's a hose, man.
Actually, I think it was sophomore year, probably. We were at Washington before they got that new field.
Right.
That we were at some park or whatever, and Connor tried to backpick somebody, a little bit too low. Got me.
Oh.
Yeah, he threw it hard too. Got me. I get out of the way now, though. I'll tell you what.
Not just ducking, right?
I kind of know when he's about to backpick because I don't know, like seeing his posture, maybe he'll change a little bit, his eyes. He might say something to me. Mm-hmm. I get out of the way now for sure.
Talk to us about some of the guys, some of the other seniors you got on your squad this year.
I mean, we're gonna be really good. We got Full Horse, Tankersley, Connor.
Yeah, Hankey's back. You guys 1-2 punch. Yeah,
absolutely. Adkins, he's good, always good. Alice, a younger guy, Rattleberger. His older brother was on the state when we went to state my freshman year. He was a catcher. His younger brother, Caden, is a left-handed pitcher, outfielder. He kind of played a little bit, last year, but I think he'll take a bigger role this year. And Jacob Reynolds hit well all year last year. Who am I missing? They're gonna be mad at me if I
don't be mad at him, guys.
No,
I understand.
I'm definitely missing somebody, but
it's all right. I threw you on the spot there.
Yeah, it's all right.
But I love that. Hey, that's good stuff, man. And we're looking forward to it. I think you guys got a opportunity to make another run.
For sure, yeah.
You definitely have the talent to do it.
Absolutely. I think for us this year, really anything short of a ring will be disappointing. We're definitely on a mission. Ooh. I've been up to Ozark twice now and lost in the semifinal twice. So.
And close games.
Absolutely, yeah.
Close games.
Tough games too.
Yeah, tough games. And so, hey, you know what? Builds character.
Absolutely.
And not that anybody likes to lose, but how do you learn from that, right?
Yeah, for sure. What not to do next time.
And I know Coach Friedel, he always has you guys ready to play.
Absolutely. Him and Coach Mitchell are huge. They're one of the reasons we were so successful the past few years, and they've really helped us grow as baseball players in general, because most of us seniors have been, starting or played a significant role from freshman or sophomore year.
Right.
And for them, really winning is the only thing that's acceptable. Losing is don't lose. It doesn't matter who you're facing, who the team is, who the guy on the mound is. Just win. No messing around. No messing around. Always have fun, but
I know
you gotta win.
I love
you gotta win.
Hey, that's when it matters. You get into high school and stuff. As a youth baseball, let's go have some ice cream after the game. Right?
Yeah.
But high school, you're there to play. You want to win a championship. Right?
Definitely. That's the goal is to win as many games as possible and make it up to Ozark and win a championship.
There
for
you
sure.
go, buddy.
That's the goal.
I appreciate your time, young man.
Absolutely.
Carter Cox, folks, Fort Zumwalt South Bulldogs. Come out, support if you're watching, support them. They got a good one. Get out, watch a ball game. It'll be a lot of fun. We're going to be out there I'm sure we'll be out sometime. Don't know yet.
Yeah. Come watch one of them. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Folks, thanks for tuning in. Do appreciate it. Look, if you like what we're doing, please hit the subscribe button right there. Next to it is the dinger. You don't want to give up dingers.
No dingers.
But we want those folks to get a dinger.
Absolutely.
Because that's what we do. We hit dingers.
Notifications.
That's correct.
Turn them on.
We need those.
Absolutely.
And if you're looking for it, we got some hats. We got a merch store. Support Youth Baseball Midwest. It's how we are able to pay for our production. And we appreciate it very much. So go to youthbaseballmidwest.com. We got our merch store there. You can pick up anything you'd like there. We appreciate it. That is courtesy of Prime Sports Midwest. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Appreciate it. Have a great day in the Lord. All you pitchers, what should pitchers do?
Pitch as much as possible.
Pitch as much as possible?
Pitch as much as possible. Work out as much as possible.
That's good.
Learn. Just learn.
Oh, I like that.
Learn, yeah.
That's good advice right there, folks. All you hitters, hit them where they ain't. We'll see y'all next time.